Hey guys, we've got sunset over Denali National Park and it's just glaringly bright. There's Denali behind us. There's Denali. So hey guys, welcome to Denali National Park. We're at Kasuji Ken again this year, and it's July 5th, 2018. And we had a beautiful drive up. It's been just gorgeous sunny weather and very warm, unseasonably warm for this time of year, between the 70s and the 80s. And so we're glad to get away for the weekend. We headed out after work here on a Thursday, and my wife came up and reserved a campsite here for us. And if she hadn't done that, then we wouldn't have been able to have a spot here. But we got both our vehicles back here behind us. Right here is Brutus, our tow vehicle, and our 29-foot travel trailer. They're all set up, and my boys are just getting it leveled and stabilized for the night. So you can't ask for a better evening than this. Got some nice yellow glows here from the setting sun. It's 11 p.m. right now, and we still have some gorgeous sunshine here setting over Denali, the great mountain. So welcome, and glad you could join us. Okay guys, we are at Byers Lake, and we're at Denali River Guides, and they're renting out boats for us, and they have all the gear. The weirdos in the background there, yeah. There's a lot of gear that they have, life jackets and all that. And this is a warm day in Alaska. There's the thermometer behind me. It's almost 90 degrees here. So we're gonna enjoy getting out on the cool water. What you got there, Ethan?
Paddleboard paddle.
A sup paddle? There's a few bugs down here.
Good evening.
It's not evening. It's the middle of the day.
Actually from a vine. Anything any outlet.
Where am I gonna put them?
Okay everybody, welcome to Byers Lake. Kirsten's going for a ride there in the middle. There's the paddle boarders. We'll saw him go in.
Go for it, Evan.
Jump in, Evan. Just bail out. Bail in.
Stop paddling, Grayson. Don't stop paddling so we can pass it. Who's leaning?
Good evening.
Hello, Evan. Come close so I can reach for you.
You want to reach for me?
Like this. This much.
Well, we're done with the paddle boards and canoes, and it was nice and hot out there. A couple people went swimming, and others did not. Hey guys, good evening. It is the day wrapping up here on July 5th here at Kasuji Ken Campground right next to Denali National Park. We've had a great day. We started out this morning as we woke up in our RV trailer behind me here with a nice cup of coffee, and leisurely had that around the breakfast table, and probably about noon we finally got going and headed out to Byers Lake. And we did this last year and had a lot of fun, so we thought we'd go there again this time. We basically drove up about 15 minutes or so up the highway with great views of Denali Mountain across the other side of the park. Drove up to the Byers Lake campground where they have a parking lot, and there's a company that rents out boats there, so you can get canoes, tandem sit on top kayaks, single kayaks, and stand-up paddleboards. They also have seated paddleboards if you want to do that as well. So we just got a 2-hour rental, which was $25 for each of the boats for the first hour, and then $5 an hour after that, and paddled around in the lake. We went down to the south end of the lake where there's a bridge, and back again, and then traded off boats, and everybody got a turn. So It's lots of fun. The temperature, as I had mentioned earlier, was close to 90 degrees out there at the lake. So just like last year, we had really great weather with warm temps. We've spent the entire day in shorts and with our shirts off and just relaxing in the sun, as well as our paddling adventure. And this evening we've been sitting around. We had what we call hobo dinners, which is some meat and potatoes and vegetables and everything wrapped up in foil. They're cooked in the fire. And so we had that, a couple beers even this evening, and relaxed for the evening around the campfire. And now we've got the nice glowing golden rays of the setting sun and relaxing here for some evening reading time. The girls are out rollerblading around the neighborhood, and boys are inside playing cards. But it's been a really fun and relaxing day here at Kasuji Ken Campground. So this is a place that's highly recommended to bring your RV, or the tent camping options are fabulous. They also have some really nice cabins here, and the cabins are here for rent all year round. In the wintertime, they groom the roads and trails here for cross-country skiing, and you can reserve the cabins for that. So we're going to wrap the day up and have a good night. So there's our lovely campsite, and it's 10:30 at night, and the sun is not even quite close to setting yet. Here's our on-site supply of drinking water. These standard well pumps. Wow, it's hard to pull. Get water coming out here and drinking water out of there. So the trails are nicely marked. Call this the Coffee Mountain Crossroads. And that's the way to the Curry Ridge Trail. That's the Curry Ridge up there above our campsite. So here's the pay kiosk. And the price of $30 per site per night is maybe a little steep for some, but it does come with the full electrical connection, which is nice. We actually ran our air conditioner a little bit today, which we almost never do in Alaska. So here's another view in. Here's the road in, and the main campground area is down here. This is the pay kiosk. The ranger station is right over the hill this way, and then here's one of the paid cabins, and that's kind of a large group camping area there where they have about 3 or 4 different RVs and a bunch of tents, along with a outhouse restroom area. Up above there is Curry Ridge, and one of the featured trails at this campground goes on up the ridge, so you can hike up there, and a lot of people like to do that hike when they're here. They also have some interpretive trails that have a view this way towards Denali, and they go down around with interpretive signs and so on. It's a little hazy today, and we're looking straight into the sun, so that doesn't help a whole lot. But the sun is going to set tonight right behind Denali Mountain. So while new, this campground has gotten to be very popular quickly. If you do find that you come and it's full, there's this nice overflow area here. It's got lots of parking, it's quiet, it is $20 a night. But what we've done in the past is we've just stayed here, and then in the morning at checkout, when something opens up in the main campground, just move over there. So the two rigs here kind of illustrate a couple of your options here. This is the Cruise America. They are a little bit less expensive, but they have these vinyl wrapped coaches that are really generally the cheapest ones out there. And then the best company, in my experience, I've done both. Best company is the Great Alaska Holidays. And they don't have these extravagant wraps in their vehicles. They're much nicer. They have multiple pullouts, higher end vehicles, and definitely worth a little bit extra you pay for it. That's an interesting option. Okay, now this is what they call the Moose Flats Trail. And it's a hiking trail that's easy and wheelchair accessible, and it's just off of the overflow camping area. Even this overflow area has the nice little outhouse area, picnic tables, fire rings over here, and like I said, I really like these glacier rocks that they have here. These are big chunks of granite that I assume they dug up while they were excavating the area. So what do you guys think? This has got to be one of the nicest campgrounds in Alaska. It's got a lot of services. You generally won't find any state parks with, some of the amenities that you have in the lower 48, like complete RV hookups, with the sewer and the water and everything, and electricity, way out in the middle of nowhere like this. But having 50 amp power, being able to run your air conditioner out here, and having fresh well water and bathrooms and all that stuff out here is pretty nice. Haven't seen any spectacular wildlife this time. We did see one moose, no bears, and there have been a few mosquitoes this year. For some reason when we were up here last year there were virtually no mosquitoes at all, and it was really quite surprising. We were really wondering where they were at. But there's just a few, and they're smaller than the ones back home. Really not much of a hassle at all with them. Okay guys, just take a look at the view here as we come out. You can see this is sitting a river down below. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than this. This is one of the viewpoints here on the Moose Flats Trail. You can hear a little bit of the George Parks Highway down below. There's a few cars going by. Other than that, guys, we are completely out in the wilderness. That's the Susitna River. And looking right ahead here, we have Denali with the sun setting right behind it. And I wish you guys could see that a little bit better on camera, but it is just spectacular. So we've got Moose's Tooth and Denali, Mount Hunter, and there's the sun. So I was hoping to get a sunset here this evening, but it's 11 o'clock, and as you can see, the sun is not yet down. There's Denali. And probably another 20 minutes till it goes down. I think sunset's about 11:30 this time of year here. So how's this for nighttime? Whatever you're out doing, fishing, hiking, camping, it's nice and bright out. Encourages you to make full use of the days. So we'll head back up the trail here, which connects over to the campsites. This is a great place to bring mountain bikes, as well as your hiking shoes. Binoculars for bird watching. There's quite a few interesting migratory birds this time of year in the area. Fishing poles, lots of lakes and rivers around for fishing. It's actually fairly moist in here. There's a lot of ferns. A lot of spruce trees that have been killed by the spruce beetle pest. It's been really going crazy this year. That's one of those Palo Minis by Palomino. Nice little trailer you can pull behind almost any light truck. One of those tents that goes in the back of a pickup. Cross between tent and camper camping. And this is just kind of the main drag here with all the RVs lined up. I'll show you what the typical sites are like. And then all connected by these nice trails. Look at this grass, it's like 4 to 5 feet tall. Look at this, the kids have cut some trails through here already. So, in the grass. Okay, I'm just holding it 3 feet off the ground. Yeah, pretty tall grass. There's our campsite. This is where I've been sitting much of the day, reading on the Kindle. Binoculars for birds. I just like to fly over.